What the deal is, man? Hope y'all doing good today. Today I want to discuss something that I initially made a video about, but I'm making a part 2 to further elaborate on what I meant. This is something I'm truly passionate about, so I want all my people who look like me, the descendants of a slave people born in America, those people. And like I said, I initially made a video about this already, but that video didn't get a lot of interaction. So maybe a lot of people didn't see it, right? Of course. And so I want to make a part 2 to further elaborate on what I meant. The video I am referring to it was a video I did. I titled it, Black People, We're Being Mind Fucked. And that's something that I truly feel passionate about. And it's something I've always noticed, but now that I'm 28, I think differently, and I really know that I was never tripping to assume that. You know what I mean? And so yeah, I'm gonna make this a part 2 to further elaborate on that. But I found 3 clips that could really help me further explain it better than I can on my own. So I'm gonna play these clips, and then I'm gonna jump back in to explain what I mean.
Was I black?
And this one is
Are you saying that I didn't pay for that?
Do you have the receipt?
Are you saying I didn't pay for that?
Do you have the receipt for
You
it?
follow me around. You have multiple people following me around, and now you're saying that I didn't pay for that.
Do you have the receipt for it?
This is prejudice. Ma'am, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Did I pay for some chicken here?
Yes.
Oh.
This that you told before
Yeah.
that
I paid
you
for it?
didn't pay.
You left an extra $1.
I left the extra $1. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Apologize.
I apologize.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, as y'all can see, this guy was already prepared because he was already aware that he was being profiled. As you heard him say on the video, he said, you had people following me around the store. So he was already prepared and he was already aware. I love people like that. That's called being woke. That's what woke is for real. But it really made me mad and it really triggered me because the Asian lady even said, he left the extra $1. Imagine leaving an extra $1 but being profiled for stealing. That really did something to me. So I give that lady a little bit of grace. I give her this much grace because at least she did apologize because she knew she was wrong. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna leave that at that. This next clip is a similar situation. A woman was profiled in the store for stealing, and she had way more groceries than this guy. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna add this clip in, and I really need y'all to pay close attention to what happens in this video. I really need you to analyze it. So I'm gonna play this clip, and please pay attention.
You said it was only 2 things scanned
Only
in this
2
cart.
things got scanned in this cart, yeah.
Okay, so you're telling me that out of all of this stuff,
I just saw it.
you just saw it.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Showed me everything up here. I can go print out your receipts if you'd like.
Okay.
Hey, I need you up here.
Now let me show you this.
Okay, so now, why didn't you just show me that a minute ago?
I didn't get a chance to.
I just asked you,
Ma'am,
honey.
look
Okay,
at this.
let me see the date. Okay, you didn't tell me. I asked you where the rest of them was. There was only 2 items on the first receipt, so I just asked for the second receipt.
Okay,
and
so you just accused me of stealing.
I just said, I'm gonna look. I came out of the bathroom and I'm just asking you for your other receipt, and you only had 2 items on the other receipt: Frosted Flakes and something else.
You can just go. You're
Ma'am,
You're
I don't even have, sir.
You're good. You're
Can
good.
you? But I should be. I should
Yeah.
be because But do you see how hostile she is? She
No,
just
she's
accused
doing-
me. She just
She's
accused
doing
me
her
of
job
stealing.
though. So whenever it dings,
Uh-huh.
we have to come check receipts.
Uh-huh.
So if you hand somebody a receipt, you have a cart full of stuff with 2 things, I'm gonna ask for another receipt as well.
Okay. So basically, you're accusing me of stealing too.
No, I'm not accusing you of
Okay.
nothing. I'm just
But
telling you.
when you
can
look
leave.
when you look at this receipt, you guys see this? Look, you see this? He's taking my things out of the store with my purse. My purse is in that cart. My purse is in that cart. Y'all just accused me of stealing. I don't even have Frosted Flakes in my basket at all.
Ma'am, I'm sorry. We've had a really long day. Can you please just leave?
So because you had a long day, it's okay for you to accuse people of stealing.
Have a good night.
Yeah, I will be reporting this.
My name's Peyton. Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Peyton.
Peyton. Okay, you see that, ma'am? The people, they just accused me of stealing. I had it all on camera, though. It's okay. Where's my receipt? Where's my receipt?
I stuck it in your cart with the stuff that you paid for.
Okay, and you took my cart, you removed my things, my purse, my items. You removed my things without my permission out of the store. Peyton, right? Right? Yes. Did I do something wrong?
No, but you're being rude.
Did I do something wrong?
We asked
Look
you
at how aggressive these guys are in
We
here.
asked you a question, and I'm asking you to leave.
Yeah. Did I do something wrong?
No,
Why
I
did you
never
touch
said
my
you
stuff?
did.
My purse is in my cart. Why
Okay.
did you touch my cart
Because
and
I
remove
asked
it from
you
the
to leave,
store?
and I am removing
Because
it.
why did you do that? What you gonna do? Touch me?
No, but you need to leave.
What are you gonna do? Touch me? I
need
wish
to
you
leave.
would.
Come on.
You're escorting me out of the store because you guys accused me of stealing something when I have a receipt for everything in the basket. And you're sitting here acting as if I did something wrong.
Can you just please leave?
I what?
Ma'am, I am sorry for that misunderstanding, but you need
You're
to
not
leave.
making it no better. You're very rude. You just escorted my purse and everything
Yes.
out of the store.
'Cause I asked you to leave.
Peyton, you
Yes,
you
I
did
asked
that.
Just leave. Come on.
You did that.
Just go.
You're treating me as though I did something wrong. I just spent money in here. Look at how aggressive he is. Look at how aggressive these people are. And they just accused me of stealing. This is Aldi's, Ramsey, Minnesota.
Now, I want y'all to notice how the lady was 1,000% sure that she was right and that the black woman was wrong. She literally said, I know it. You know, she was so sure. She ran over to there and said, I'm going to show you. That's how sure she was, right? Okay. The black woman whips out the receipt, and the first thing she says is, well, why didn't you show me this? The first thing the lady says, I didn't even have a chance to. Bam, that was the first mind fuck right there. Literally. You didn't even give me a chance to. You just told me that you already knew I didn't. Pay attention, please. This video get me so triggered. But on to the next one. Peyton comes, and of course she's defending herself, and of course Peyton gonna be on her side, right? First thing Peyton wanna say is, oh, you good, you can go. This is leading up to the second mind fucking in situation. Listen to this. Peyton already is like, oh, well, you shouldn't be tripping about. Basically, this is what Peyton is thinking. This is how Peyton is treating the situation. You shouldn't be tripping about being profiled. Don't know why he's thinking like that, right? But that's kind of the notion that I get from him. Even after that, she's explaining, but this lady was hostile to me. Does any of that matter? Peyton like, nope, you can go ahead and go. Peyton even go as far as to take the lady's basket and remove it from the stove. That couldn't have been no woman that was related to me, because with the way Peyton looked, I would have felt tough enough to smack on him in the stove. I am not approaching none of that type of stuff with respect. I don't do that. To me, that's low self-esteem. To me, that's coonery. You know what I'm saying? I don't do none of that. Never. I would have, what they say, I would have met the situation with conflict, because by this time I'm already mad. First, I would have asked for my refund. That's the only thing that she did wrong, was not get a refund. Now, I know maybe she was in a situation where she probably got a family or some more stuff to where she need this food, you know what I mean? And she don't have time to try to refund it over this situation, right? But I need to get back to what Peyton did. Peyton removed her basket from the stove, as in like, you can leave, basically. And she even said her purse was in there, you know what I mean? And he goes to go and remove it out of the stove anyway. And they actually was very hostile. You see what I'm saying? These people literally expect you to accept their hostility towards you because you black. It should be okay that they are profiling you. You know what I mean? this is a crazy mind fuck. And the first mind fuck was, why didn't you show me the receipt? And the lady said, you didn't even give me a chance to show you the receipt. You already knew I was guilty, right? You just told me I know for a fact you didn't. She never asked for a receipt. Crazy, right? But to move on from that, and Peyton supposed to be I guess he might be the boss or the manager, whatever, right? He automatically on her side. First of all, this is a black woman who's shopping. Second of all, his worker is a white lady who works there. Okay, cool. But I think we need to analyze how this lady was just mind fucked. And we are literally expected to take that disrespect, or we will be the problem. Notice how they treated her like she was the problem and they was the one who was coming aggressive. Yes, the lady did sound frustrated, but she has the right to be frustrated after she just spent all of that money and got profiled for stealing. This is like, bro, these videos really be hard for me to even watch. I'm telling you, I get triggered so fast and I don't do good in situations like that. I thank God that stuff like that haven't happened to me, at least in a while. Because now the way I approach these situations, I'm not approaching no situation with respect and none of that. They don't respect my whole existence. Why am I approaching them with respect? Bump that. I swear to God, fuck all that. I'll be the problem. I'll chimp out. I'll do whatever they say a nigga do when it's that time. I swear to God. But I gotta calm down, because I tell y'all, I get real worked up about this stuff, because that was just wrong. This dude removed her basket from the store. There couldn't have been no woman related to me if I was there with her, because I would have if she didn't want to get a refund, okay, cool. I would have beat him out in the store, or I would have attempted to beat him out in the store. I ain't gonna stunt. He looked weak enough for me to punch on. I only weigh about 130. I don't think I'm a tough guy. But I promise to God, I would have had to find out that night how tough I was, because I would have crashed out on bro. I would have chimped out on bro, whatever they say on my life and soul. But let me calm down, because I'm on YouTube. I ain't no internet thug for real. That shit just really triggered me. But this next video I'm going to add in, it triggered me even more. Because this is a black man versus a white woman. And then a white police officer comes in. You got to already know how that can go. So I want y'all to take a look at this video, and then I'm going to come back in and y'all.
Ridiculous. Where's the damage? Allegedly?
So if you opened your car and you tested that it's fine, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
I know, but why would you just assume that I did the damage, ma'am?
Because I saw out my window the two of you whipping the door shut.
But where's the damage at, ma'am?
Right here, I just saw that.
Let's let her go home.
And it's okay.
Come on, so that's ridiculous, though. Like, where's the damage?
So I'm saying
There's no damage, though.
There is no damage.
I know, but you just came out here and said that. You said you seen the door, and it was hitting the door.
This little dent must have been from a different
Yes,
time.
ma'am. But that's not what you said when you came out, ma'am.
Yep, because I assumed
I
that.
know, that's ridiculous, though. You were about to take a whole statement, though.
This is already resolved. Let's let her go home.
I know, but you were about to take a whole statement, though.
Terrence, we're not doing this.
That's
okay?
ridiculous.
You can go home if you
I'm glad I tested it, though.
Yeah.
Because if she would have drove away, you would have wrote a whole statement, though.
But then we would have checked it.
How we would have checked it? There's no cameras.
Right there.
But that doesn't show this door hitting that, though.
Get that, but you can still show the door swinging open.
Come on, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, you're being ridiculous.
How am I? Because I'm protecting myself. I'm being ridiculous. Because I'm protecting myself. I mean, I'm glad I just did the basic investigation work.
Yeah, I would have too.
No, you wouldn't have. This is, man. Don't worry about it. Y'all got a hell of a lawsuit coming on me, bro. That's ridiculous, right there. You was about to just make her do a full false police report. Can you charge her for doing a false police report?
I am not going to charge you.
I know. Don't worry about it. I got the evidence.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll do it. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. I know.
Now, as y'all just seen, this lady was gonna lie and make a false report on this man, probably for an insurance scam, of course, right? And like I said, this brother is woke too. You gotta love them people like that. You know what I mean? I love them. Pause, you know what I'm saying? I don't know him, whatever, but you know, I love him. He's a smart black brother on my soul. And but you gotta notice how she was finna make a false report, like I said, probably for an insurance claim, and the police was gonna allow it. This guy was smart enough to already know a way around this. You see what I'm saying? And so he had his video camera out. He even showed that the door not even close enough to touch it at all. And then bam, of course he has the right to be upset. The police was just gonna allow her to make a false report, and that was gonna be on his insurance, and he was probably going, you know what I'm saying? Who knows how that go, right? But soon as the black guy proved that she lying, now it's no problem and nothing is going on. You gotta also notice that the police gonna say he being ridiculous. He never said that that woman lying to make a false report was being ridiculous. I'm telling you right now, if they do us wrong or lie on us, we are literally expected to be okay with it. And if we don't, then we being ridiculous, or we doing too much, or we aggressive, or we being ignorant. Listen, y'all. If you don't think that was one of the greatest examples of being mindfucked, I don't know how to explain it to y'all even better. I plan on making the part 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 until I literally know that my people as a whole is able to see this and identify what's going on in these situations. Now, this is a black brother dealing with a police. Y'all know how police already come at us. You know what I'm saying? And so the lady wants to try to recant because he proved her wrong. If he wouldn't have been able to prove her wrong, the police would have let her make a false report and he just would have been stuck. Think about that. And now this brother is kind of upset, rightfully so. And because mind you, he ain't really yell at the police or nothing, but you can hear it in his voice that he upset. And that's why he recording him and trying to get him to, he trying to get the police to make it make sense, but the police can't. So the only thing he can say is, you being ridiculous. And now he says, but you was going to let her make a false report. And the police going to say some more, I would have investigated. And then after that, he says, well, you're not going to make a report for her trying to make a false claim? He going to say he not. Y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, these people are on accord together, bro. One thing I can say that I love about them sick people is that they are all on one accord. They all working together. We as black people need to be the same way for each other. You know what I'm saying? Literally, we need to be the same way for each other. But like I said, that clip made me so mad because think about it. Him walking with the police while he go back in the building, right? That police really could have got mad and done anything to him. And of course, anything the police would have did would have most likely been justified because why? That's a black man. A black man is demanding an explanation on why was you going to let this lady just lie on me and make this false report? Now that I'm right and I prove that I'm right, now I'm the problem. Y'all, listen, man. If the black man would have just been like, oh, okay, it's all good, then the police and them would have been like, oh, okay, yeah, he's a good black dude or he a good dude. But no, we're not allowed to even stand up for ourselves or we're going to be looked at as the literal problem. I have a problem with this. These is not scripted videos. These videos are real, bro. And you know that you probably know somebody or you probably went through something like this before in real life. Let's stop acting like this stuff is not serious as it is, bro. Because it could have been a most serious situation that she was lying on him on. And what if he wouldn't have had a way to prove that, you know, that he was innocent? He would have just been another black man jacked up. Statistic, right? And then I even seen the where 70% of the people that was convicted for making false allegations is white women. Why don't statistics ever apply when it's them? Y'all gotta ask yourselves this, and I'm gonna tell you how to answer. It's because we being mindfucked. I swear to God, I really need my people to wake up and see what's going on. And I'm telling y'all, the best thing I think that we can even do is avoid these people when we can, on my life and soul. Avoid these people when you are able to. I promise. That's the only way out of the situation. I'm telling you. Dude was minding his business. He probably ain't. Man, listen. Let me calm down. I really need y'all to know what's going on, though. But, yeah, man. I'm going to conclude this video with that. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm going to make a 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 until I feel like it's common knowledge that we being mindfucked by these people. Literally. And so, y'all give me a comment to let me know what y'all thought about this, man. Let me know what you think about what I'm saying, you know what I mean? Let me know what you think. Do you think we being mindfucked? Or if you don't feel that way, do you at least get the, you know what I'm saying, get the gist of what I'm trying to say? Do you at least understand why I feel that way? Whatever it is, let me know in the comments, man. I respect all black people's opinions, I ain't gonna lie. So drop the comment down in there and let me know how y'all feel, man. And I'm gonna leave on that note.